Good morning. This is Karen Brake, and it is December 26th, 2021, the day after Christmas. And we had a great Christmas. So, anyway, this is about my journey with leiomyosarcoma. I left off with my biopsy on Friday, so I went up to Mayo and had a biopsy done. He squeezed me in between other appointments. So I was just happy to have that happen. and so we didn't get the results right away. So there was some waiting involved. So in between all of that, I went to my local oncologist, and I didn't get to see her, but I got to see her PA, and they gave me the results of my genome testing. And I can't read any of it. It's all DNA letters and numbers, and what is positive and negative, and there's this much of that and this much of that. And I don't know any of it. I knew what I was looking for was whether it was ER or PR positive, and it is 100% negative. There's like nothing positive about that. So, and that, in a sense, that's good, but it means I'm not eligible for aromatase therapy, which was the estrogen blocker that works with your system to block whatever estrogen you have. And while I've had a hysterectomy in June, sometimes your body will make estrogen through other means. Anyway, that's a 0% for me. So the other thing I'm not eligible for is immunotherapy based on something in those genome tests. I don't know what it is yet, but I will find out. While I'm going through it, I just when I think I might understand an iota of it, turns out I don't really understand any of it. So I'm still working on it, but I'm not eligible for aromatase therapy or immunotherapy. I am still eligible for surgery, and that's coming. But I am eligible for chemotherapy, and we talked about that a lot. So we talked about what the schedule would look like. They want to start January 7th, and it'll be 1 day a week, which was a shock to me because I thought I was going to be in there for like 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. So I was pleased to hear it was only 1 day a week. On day number 1, they will provide gemcitabine, and on day 8, they'll do gemcitabine and then Taxoterra or docetaxel. And I was just happy to hear 1 day a week. And then after that, the following week, they want me to come in just for blood tests. So that'll be great. We'll hear more about that as we move along. But I was a little anxious about the whole thing because I just really feel like I was expecting to get started like right away, but she said I could wait till January 7th, and that would be just fine with them. No big deal. So later that afternoon on Wednesday, I went to MIT, which is Medical Imaging and Technology, and for my port placement. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Of course, when you find out these things are going to happen to you, your mind sort of goes crazy with all of the unknowns. And so for this, it went well. I mean, it's a titanium port. I have a little bit of bruising, a little bit, but not much. When I got home from having the port done, they said the numbing will wear off in about an hour. So I was all prepared to be in a lot of pain, but I wasn't. I mean, I took 2 extra strength Tylenol, but that was it. And even the next day, it's uncomfortable for a while because it's so bruised, but not much pain at all. So that's really nice. They have these little pillows because when you put your seatbelt on, it could irritate it. So they have these little pillows that attach to your seatbelt, and that's how you protect it while you're riding in the car. It was very nice, very nice. Anyway, they also gave me a card for my wallet, and I got a little bracelet to, and oh, I got a little card for my key ring, but all these things so that um, people know that you have the port there in case there are any concerns about metal objects in your body, which for the MRIs, that was something I was concerned about, and the CT scans and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, they said this is scan friendly. So titanium is scan friendly, or maybe it's just so small that, not a big deal. Anyway, the doctor showed me how they would use that, and I thought, I am glad I did that, because what that means for me is I'm not going to destroy my veins. So here's hoping it all works out with that. Um, so I recently did some shopping on Amazon, and my chemo crap all came in the mail. So I have chemo gloves. So this is all about helping to prevent or lessen the effects of neuropathy, which I've always been concerned about because I'm diabetic, so I'm like, neuropathy. But these will help with that, which chemo is known for causing neuropathy. So there's a gel pack in here, and you have to like close it up, and flip that over, and then you can put your hand right in there. Now, it's not very chic, but it will help prevent neuropathy in your hands, hopefully. The other thing I got was socks. And you're thinking, socks? What do you do with those? Well, you put them on your feet. But these are neuropathy prevention socks. So there's a little gel pack in here, and then there's a gel pack under here, and you just okay, you put your foot in there, and it ices your feet during the chemo, so as to help prevent neuropathy. Now, they say you have to use these things like a half hour, like 15 minutes before, and then during, and then half hour to 15 minutes afterwards. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, this is the last thing I got, which is a hat. Now, I don't know that this is going to prevent anything. But this is really cold. So anyway, I don't know that that's actually going to prevent my hair from falling out. I've heard that it does not. But it will help the headaches. I'm almost sure about that. So anyway, and I read somewhere where somebody had one of these, and they did not lose the hair around here. Of course, your hair will thin, but they didn't lose the hair around here, but they did lose the hair around there because there's no ice packs up there. So anyway, I'm going to lose my hair, and that's okay because it's temporary. And I figure it's going to come back completely gray. Now, right now, I just have sort of gray highlights, but I think it's going to come back completely gray and maybe even curly. I would love a full head of hair, even if that part is only temporary, but maybe we'll see. Anyway, so that was Wednesday, and then Wednesday night or Thursday morning, about 3 in the morning, I couldn't sleep. So I got up and I was doing some crossword puzzles on my iPhone, and I got another heaping pile of uncertainty. I got a notification from Mayo that my biopsy results were back, and it is indeed cancer. It is Leiomyosarcoma. And so they said, my doctor said that he would operate as soon as he could when we initially went in for the biopsy. He says he didn't think it was anything because it just looked like a cyst, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay. But he did say, this is what's going to happen if it's cancer. And so he said, we'll get in there, we'll operate, we'll get it while it's small, and you'll be fine. And then I will have to wear a catheter for a little while it's healing. And I thought, well, okay. And I never had to do that before. But he said, I'll know what it, now this is from my doctor. He said, I'll know what it's like to be a man with a tallywhacker. That from my doctor. Anyway, he is going to have to do that now. So he went on vacation, and when he got back from his vacation on Thursday, I texted him and I said, he hadn't gotten to the office yet, I guess, but I said the pathology came back and it's LMS, and he texted me back and said, I'm really sorry, I will get on this right away. And so he put in the order for the hospital, and they're working on all the insurance stuff now. And I suspect I'll hear something back from him on Monday. But it just happens to be LMS now, so we're going back and get it going. And before I actually talked to him, I texted my oncologist up at Mayo and my oncologist here in the Villages, and I said, I need to get more aggressive about this chemotherapy. I need to get on it because we've got to slow this down. This will be my 1, 2, 3, 4th. Oh, well, outside of my uterus, my 4th additional lump removed, and it's only been 6 months. So I'm ready to get this slowed down a little bit. I want to do what we can to slow it down. So I contacted both of those oncologists, and I asked them to get more aggressive about this. And so I heard back from the local one who said she'd talked to Dr. Attia back up at Mayo. I never know whether it's Attia or Attia, or anyway. Anyway, she talked to him, and they want me to come in next week for chemo. However, I can't go to chemo first and then have surgery. So I have to have surgery first and then chemo. So we may end up getting started in January the 7th anyway. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll let you know. I'm here. I just never thought I'd say the words. I'm looking forward to chemo. Woohoo! I just need to slow this down and do what we can to make that happen. I actually have a firm belief that things keep falling from my person. I have a firm belief that when God pushes you to the edge of something very difficult, 2 things can happen. He's either going to catch you when you fall, or he's going to teach you how to fly. And I think I'm ready to fly. I am so ready to slow this down and get on it. You know, we just can't sit here and do nothing. That's what I feel like I've been doing. And I understand that the cancer is resistant to chemotherapy, but that's not what this chemotherapy is about. It's about slowing it down. And I'm going to go over my genome testing with a fine-tooth comb, and I'll probably come out of it not understanding a thing. But what I do know is I need for this to work and to slow it down. So that's where we are. Thanks so much for following me, and thank you for your prayers and your good thoughts. They all matter to me. They all matter to me. So thanks. And I will be in touch to let you know what the next steps are, because it'll be another heaping pile of uncertainty brought to you by Leiomyosarcoma. All right. Talk to you again soon. Bye.